Partly cloudy skies, 81 degrees. It's Wednesday. It's June the 8th. It's time to spend a few minutes with our friends from Chattanooga Property Solutions. We have got Thomas DeMoss and Lee Gates. Gentlemen, good morning to you both.
Good morning.
We've seen you on the air many times. A lot of folks may not be really familiar with what Chattanooga Property Solutions is and what you do. Thomas.
So we're a problem property solver. Lee and I have been in the real estate space for 20 years and so. We've helped so many folks in Chattanooga that just need to sell a house but are kind of unsure of what to do. The traditional method of calling a real estate agent, which I am, nothing that they have a place, but sometimes the house needs more. It needs more attention, it needs more time, it needs more repairs, or maybe there's something that's just causing a level of financial uncertainty that we need to bring clarity to.
Tell me, Lee, is there a case recently that stands out in your mind where your company did what no other company could or would do?
Certainly. So we had a great house in Hixson. If you walked around the outside of it, you would think it's a beautiful home that didn't need much. And it's a classic case of the don't judge a book by its cover.
Right.
There was a situation where friends of the owners had been moved in to care for it many years ago. That friend had some friends, and those friends had some pets, and one thing had led to another. And there were a lot of dynamics that led them to needing to move a house quickly, which is challenging right now, and that's exactly what we did.
What are some of those dynamics that might make selling a house kind of difficult right now?
In that particular one, there was a divorce in process, and that's something we've dealt with a lot. And we want to treat people with kindness and consideration, but that's something we walk through hundreds of times. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of cases where there's something about the house that might not quite be market ready, and that might present a real challenge to a traditional sale. And then the other one that's actually just really common is there may be a house that a family has been trying to decide what to do with for 15 years. It's Meemaw's home. They grew up going to Thanksgiving there, but it hasn't been cared for a while. And so those are all common things that we're really good at dealing with.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, Thomas. How do you know, I know there's a lot of property that gets inherited here. And as you mentioned, the grandmothers, the great-grandmothers. Sometimes it's tough to let those properties go.
It really is. Yeah, and we run into that. We've talked to folks that have literally inherited properties and they have sat on them for number of years and the property has just deteriorated, and what the issue was, they didn't know what to do. They reached out to us, we gave them a clear plan. They were able to get cash from the property and not have to worry about paying the taxes and taking care of the yard anymore.
Funny real world example of that, it's Wednesday as we're filming this. We're closing Friday on one with 9 heirs. 9 heirs. Not all of them are in town, they're spread out all over. And it has been a wonderful process. They've been incredibly kind, but they've had to do none of the heavy lifting. None of them has had to organize beyond, do y'all want to come and pick up that lamp that you said you liked sometime in 1988?
And we've been working on this for probably 3 months. And when he says they haven't been doing the heavy lifting, they actually had contacted some other companies before. Nobody could get them to the finish line. Right. And we're getting them to the finish line.
I wouldn't say it's been terribly hard. It's something we're really familiar with.
Absolutely.
And you still get fair market value for the property, right?
In this case, it's a beautiful home that does need a lot of work, but there's some really cool opportunity with where it's situated in town. And so yes, we're able to offer a lot more.
But you're going to have that. If the house is in perfect shape and worth $3 or $4 million, you're going to have a little fixing up here that needs to be done, maybe something down here. And a lot of that is at the buyer's insistence to make themselves feel like they're getting a little more for their money.
I'm going to level with you, Chip. $3 or $4 million probably isn't our forte. Just saying.
I'm going to level with you. It ain't mine either.
There's not a lot of those in Chattanooga. So, the last thing I'll mention, Chip, is I hope they can throw up on the screen. There's a review we wanted to point to in particular, and it's a funny one because it's a review from someone that we didn't buy a house from.
Right.
Yeah. A guy, actually his father called us, and his son had a house he wanted to sell. The father was helping out, lived up by Nashville, spoke to the father, went and looked at the house, met with the son. Beautiful home. They had some particular goals. We pointed them in an even better direction than what we could do, provided them a smoother solution. Now, I'm not the one buying the house, but he was so appreciative of what we were able to do with one phone call and one visit that he left us a great review. And so
Wow.
I think that speaks highly of folks who we don't even do business with,
Sure.
but we were able to be an asset.
No question. You treat everyone with respect, with honor, with integrity, just like all real estate transactions should be done.
Absolutely.
Everything above board, and you can find out more information by calling you, Lee, or you, Thomas.
Give us a call, or
And
hit us up.
how do we get in touch with you, either on the phone or on the web?
Go to our website, our phone number's there. We've got so much information on our website. We ask people, go check us out. Don't take our word for it.
Do your homework on us.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Let the work speak for itself. Gentlemen, good to see you as
Thanks,
always.
James, sir.
We'll see you again here in just a few weeks, and we'll see you on the other side of this commercial break.